Hello, it's Kadesha. I'm back with another video. Today, avoidance is the topic, and unfortunately, most of the time we think when we don't talk about something that it does not exist or it will just go under the rug, and we know the saying about sweeping things under a rug. Sooner or later, you are going to trip over the things that you choose to avoid. So we have to learn that it's okay to have communication. It's okay to talk about things that are not necessarily things that are easy to talk about. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I would say, the Lord had me talk to someone that I was just not necessarily avoiding the conversation, but it has been happening so much that it was time to address the issue. And most of the time, like I said, I don't think anybody likes conflict. So most of the time, depending on who it is, when you're trying to talk to someone about what they're doing or how what they're doing is affecting you, people get offensive. They get on the defense, and they're just like, well, this and this and this. And it's more so about trying to defend themselves as if saying that they're a bad person and feel like they have to try to convince you that they're not. And it's just like, no, it's not that you're a bad person. It's not that any of these things. It's just like, this is something that I see. It continues to happen. And so if I don't want it to continue to happen, then I have to talk to you about it. And if you continue to do this, then I'm going to have to not talk to you anymore. And that sounds rude, but it's just that simple. And this can be about anything, because it's another situation to where usually when someone is diagnosed with something and they will choose to not want to talk about it, or choose to continue to do what they've always done, even though they know that they have been diagnosed with something. And most of the time it's also, and this is something that I deal with on a daily basis with the job that the Lord has me in right now, and that is, oh my goodness, I had a word for it. It's not avoidance. It's oh Lord, what is the word? Denial. There we go. It's denial. So it's just like, which is the same thing as far as well, not necessarily. It could be a form of avoidance, because usually when someone is in denial, they're like, okay, this is not it, that's not right, or whatever the case may be. And all of it has to be addressed, because okay, like I'm waiting on somebody, so make sure they hear it. So we have to address these things so that we can become healthy individuals. Did I say perfect? Of course not. No, not perfect. We will always have something to work on while we're here on earth, but we cannot allow being the way we've always been to dictate our future, because that's exactly what it will do. If I grew up and had different experience, and of course all of us had different experiences growing up, that affects me. And the only way for me to actually heal from that is to face it head on, not to avoid it, not to act like it didn't happen, but to do whatever is necessary to become healthy in that area. And like I said, this is not about being perfect. No, I'm not going to be perfect, but I am going to become healthy. And the first thing I have to do is admit it, not avoid it. Talk to someone, because most of the time people are thinking, and I have my thoughts on it, but I actually recommended therapy to someone. And it could be life coaching, but I actually recommended therapy because I saw something that they were going through, and I'm just like, you need to talk to someone about this, because this is not okay, and you're trying to deal with it and you cannot, and it's affecting people around you, and it's not good. And so it's okay to talk to people. We have to get out of the mindset of thinking that it's bad if we are talking to someone about our problems. And it's just like, no, that's how you heal. That is how you heal. The Lord says, confess your faults one to another so that you can be healed. Be healed. And of course, not making like a light of the situation, because like I said, all of us are going through something. All of us need to be healed from something. All of us can grow in one area or another, but it takes the maturity to recognize it, because you're gonna have, most of the time we don't recognize it ourselves, but if you have someone around you, they will call it out. And if you don't have somebody around you, you can call me, say, Kadesha, I need a call. And I'm smiling, but I'm serious, because we all need someone that we can talk to, someone who's going to give us unbiased opinion and going to say, hey, no, this is what I see. Because as we know, we cannot see ourselves the way other people see us. So that's why it's very important for us to have people who love us and speak life over us, because as the word says, iron sharpens iron. So when you have people around you to tell you the things that you need to hear, it's to make you become a better person. But we have to, of course, not avoid it. And when someone tells us, not always be on the defense. Of course, I'm not saying you should be around somebody that wants to bash you and talk negative to you all the time. Like, we're not for that either now. We're not for that. But we have to be around people that are going to call us out on our stuff and say, hey, this is something that I'm seeing, I'm noticing. And then it's going to take us, like I said, the maturity for us to actually not avoid it any longer and say, what do I need to do? Look within yourself and say, what do I need to do to heal in this area? And of course, take the steps necessary. So thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sa cambia que quieres ver en otros. Botana. No. Bo malaga tana caminda. Until next time. Bye.